Hey everyone, Joe here. Well, today I got 10 reasons you may want to consider purchasing the Canon 80D over the Sony A6300. So let's hop in here and get started. Okay, before we begin, I'd like to point out I did a video just the other day on 10 reasons you may want to purchase the Sony A6300 over the Canon 80D. So you can check out that video in the cards, or the link will be in the description below. Okay everyone, well the first reason I got here you may want to consider purchasing the Canon 80D is that the Canon 80D has an optical viewfinder with 100% coverage. So people who don't like the electronic viewfinders, find them a little slow, a little laggy, will enjoy the optical viewfinder over that one. The second reason is much better battery life. Battery life is one of the big, huge complaints a lot of Sony A6300 and A6000 owners complain about. And well, the Canon, like I said, is much better battery life. If you use the optical viewfinder, you can get 1,390 photos on a single full charge. This is only about 400 on the A6300. Okay, reason number three. Reason number three you may want to purchase the Canon 80D over the A6300. It's touchscreen. Not only does a touchscreen make it much easier to use and go through the menu system and everything, but also if you're doing video, you got the ability to do pull focus. So if somebody's walking over here, you may want to pull focus on them. But if somebody starts talking over here in your video, you can easily touch the screen and it automatically pull focus, just like a professional camera. Number four reason. Since we're already talking about the screen and everything, let's just point out that the Canon 80D has a fully articulating touchscreen. Well, just fully articulating anyway. The A6300 screen will let you view it from the bottom, pulling it down, or actually pull it up, pulling up, to let you see lower if you want to take photos, closer to the ground. However, the screen does not have the ability to pull around. Let you, for example, like I'm using the Canon T3i right here. The screen is pulled out to the side, so I don't need an external monitor. I can view myself while making my videos. That's a big thing for a lot of vloggers, having that ability to pull the screen out and be able to see themselves while they're actually filming their videos. Reason number five. The screen also has a much higher resolution. It's about 12% higher, with about 1 million pixels. This is only about 222,000 with the Sony A6300. So you have a much higher resolution viewfinder to actually see through. Reason number six. Faster shutter speed. The Canon 80D has a maximum shutter speed of 1/8,000th of a second, whereas the Sony A6300 only has a maximum shutter speed of 1/4000th of a second. It's minor, but for those who want to get real fast shutter speeds, well, it's there in case you do. Reason number seven. The Canon 80D has a maximum flash sync speed of 1/250th of a second, whereas the Sony A6300 only has a maximum sync speed of 1/160th of a second, which is really pretty slow in comparison to a lot of cameras out these days. Even the entry-level Canon DSLRs like the Canon Rebel series, the T6, T6i, and T6s, have at least 1/200th of a second. So 1/160th of a second, that's pretty slow. That really needs to be improved. Reason number eight. 3 + 5 is 8. Got that one? Okay. Dual pixel Cmos AF system. Now, Sony does claim their autofocus system is very fast, and it does seem pretty fast, but in video, the dual pixel AF system on the Canon 70D, 80D, 7D Mark II cameras with that system highly outperform any other DSLR or mirrorless camera on the market. The ability to be able to see somebody's face, pull focus, lock in on them as they move around, never be hunting and jittering around, that AF system is really, really good, especially for somebody who's doing solo vlogging and stuff, or just anybody, indie filmmaker, anybody that actually needs that follow focus system. It doesn't have all the money to afford all the pull focus gear and all that mess. Dual pixel AF system is pretty big. Number nine reason is headphone jack. If you want to be able to monitor your audio, what's coming into the camera, and be able to hear it, you got to have a headphone jack. Well, is the Sony A6300 does not have a headphone jack. So that is a big thing. Matter of fact, the Sony A6300 just now got actual mic jack. So it's still lagging behind in that option. Okay, now we've got to number 10 reason here. And this is probably the biggest reason of all to stick with the Canon 80D over the A6300. Canon has 263 lenses compatible with the Canon 80D. Well, Sony only has 50 lenses that are native compatible with it. So that's really big. A lot of the Canon lenses have a lot of higher end ones out there. Really good lens selection. You know, the Sony mirrorless cameras with the E-mounts on that really lacking in that aspect. Only 50 lenses to choose from. Now 50 sounds like a really big number, but when you're actually looking for a lens that you like, that has the quality you need, having more selection is always a plus. Well, anyway, that's it. 10 reasons you may want to consider purchasing the Canon 80D over the A6300. Now, there were a lot of other reasons I left out. I just kind of nitpicked through the top ones I thought were the best. And anyway, if you want to see 10 reasons you may want to purchase the Canon this A6300 over the Canon 80D, like I said, do check out my link in the description below, and I also placed that video in the cards to the side here. But anyway, that's it for this video, everyone. If you're interested in either one of these cameras, I will put links for both of them down in the description below. So if you would purchase any of them through Amazon, it does help support this channel and helps make more videos like you have here today. And if you like this video, how about a thumbs up? Thumbs up's always highly appreciated. If you're not a subscriber to my channel, be sure to subscribe. Subscribe is free, it's for you, and lets you know when I release more videos. Until next time, everyone, thank you for watching.